Welcome to Long Lost Brothers, the podcast devoted to talking shit
and self-improvement.
My name is Brett Scott.
And I'm Jesse Cole.
And we are those Long Lost Brothers.
Long Lost Brothers indeed. What's up, Brett?
It's a sad day, apparently, man. You got some news. You got some news for the people.
Okay, so before we dip in the challenge, man, I got like the thirst for lifting heavy weights, right? I was binging, I'm getting back up in the 300s, feeling strong. You know, I've been eating a little bit of carbs and not being a fat ass, just, you know, doing my thing, getting conditioned to be strong again. And so like, all right, it's time to incorporate some lower body. So I did it right, man. Start to finish start to fucking what happened, but I went in, I stretched out my hip with the band, I did hip circle, and then in an effort to complete the challenge, because this is the last day, right? The ab rollers. So I got those in, but I was like, I'm gonna kick it old school. I'll warm up, get my core going with some reverse hyper and ab roller, and that's how I used to warm up the squat, but And I don't know if I talked about it a lot on this podcast, but I'm having some lower back issues, man. So it's like I could build up to a single on all my lifts usually. This is what was happening around the time of the powerlifting competition. But you know, I haven't been trained that way. You know, I've just been doing like bodybuilder type shit. So I was like, I'm trying to get back in my powerlifting mode, right? So I'm doing this reverse hyper. My back starts heating up bad. And I'm like, it's all right. I knocked out the 100 ab rollers, and I even cut short on the reverse hyper because I felt it started to heat up. You know, I started switching like one legs and stuff. I don't know if people are like familiar with the reverse hyper, but it's like it's supposed to strengthen your back, and it healed my back. Like I've some praises about the reverse hyper, but whatever injury I have right now, that's not the thing to do. So I go from there, and I'm like, all right. I had to reset my squat rack before the warm up because I didn't know if the gym was gonna be packed. And I set my bag over there trying to like lock it down to one of the racks because I was like, Jesse's gonna squat today, you know. Have my squat shoes, brought the gym bag, the whole deal, you know. Not like when I'm just bodybuilding, I don't even bring none of that shit. It's just I just bring my ass and my headphones, you know. And so I'm like, oh man, my back's heated up. This sucks. I was like, I know this pain. So I go over the squat rack, squat the bar a couple of times, and it's like, oh, this doesn't feel good. I was like, maybe the belt will help. I throw on my belt tight, you know. I put 135 on it. I hit it for 5, which is nothing. You know, like I squat in you know mid 400s, you know, or 400 at least, you know, like that's my range where I'm pushing my limits. So 135 is like a warm up, you know, like it's like this is like the first set just to make sure everything's moving right. And my back starts burning. I'm like, oh no. So I'm like, all right, well I'll just do singles. And so I put 225 on, and I was like, all right, the first one was okay. I was like, I'll go for a double. And then after that double, I was like, oh no. And so you know, in like your lower back, and as y'all know, I have a left hip issue as well. So in your back, there's like those two little balls at the bottom. Are you familiar with what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So that motherfucker on the left side right now feels like it's gone. Like the pain goes away quick, but it's like it felt like a fucking like you rub your thumb on it and it's super like boom boom, like you can move it around. Like it's weird. And so I don't know, man. It was just really like felt weird and like ego crushing for me. And it's like after even unracking my weights, like I could barely walk. Like carrying a 45 plate around should be like nothing, you know, like for me, you know. And then so I'm thinking, all right, well I'll just do stuff that's not incorporating my lower back, trying to tough it out. I go over to the fucking the leg press, and I put one plate on each side of this thing, which, you know, I'll do like mad sets of like 30 on that. And it was like, I got 5 in, and I was like, I can't, I'm cooked. And like, and I'm just like almost in tears, like mostly like which is gonna sound really weird, but mostly like emotionally, but like I was in a lot of pain. You know, just like having my gym bag strung over my shoulders, like hitting bumps on the way home was like almost had me like in tears. I felt like somebody like tattooing my backbone. Like it was like, oh my God. Like right now as we speak, and this was less than like an hour ago, as we speak, it's fine. But I remember when this issue first started happening. Remember the 500 air squats for time challenge?
Yeah.
That's when it first happened.
Really?
Yeah, and remember I couldn't finish because I had the same pain, and then I didn't think nothing of it. I thought it was just, it's like rhabdo or I overdid it or something, right? Like something like that. Just like as I went off, you know. And I was fine the next day. I didn't think nothing about it. Then I helped my buddy cut down a tree, and we're carrying we're removing a tree from a property, and I had a similar pain after a few hours of work, and so it's really frustrating. I'm really frustrated right now. So I did the 100 air squats yesterday, and I felt like a little twinge, you know, because from the challenge is one of the movements is 100 air squats. And I was doing them in like, and you know, before it's like 100 air squats, I'll just do it, you know. But it's like, no, I was doing it sets 20, you know, taking it light, just getting them done. And I felt a little twinge in my back, and I was like, man, I hope it's not a precursor of what's to come. But it clearly was, and that pain attached to my hip. So and I stretched my hip really good. I like wrapped a big green band. Like the thing I do to always save my hip when I'm gonna squat is where I'll pull my hip out with a band while I'm doing a pigeon pose. I don't know if you know what that looks like, where you put like your foot flat in front of you and you'll lean back into your hip. And then on top of that, I have a green band up against the cage pointing out away from me, like to the left of me or to the right of me. I did it on both sides. I did the hips. Like I warmed up. I was like, I'm going to be really like, you know, mindful of how I'm treating myself, you know, so I want to start squatting again, but I don't want to have pain. And we went on like a 9-10 mile hike this weekend. So my legs are a little wrecked, you know?
Yeah.
And so anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna schedule me a doctor's appointment and trying to get with a specialist and a referral to a specialist and see what's going on. But I don't know. It is just like, this is gonna sound really fucking like crybaby shit, but like I was like in my kitchen just like, man, I think powerlifting's over for me, bro. Like my eyes started watering and shit because I like really identify with being a strong motherfucker, you know? And not being able to like squat 225 is like, to me, is like, you know, it's like, say somebody told you couldn't like make a podcast again, or somebody told you couldn't run again. Like it'd be like, fuck, like, well, what now? What do I do now? Well, you know, like this is my DNA. This is who I am. You know, this is how I identify. So I don't know. I'm like, and I might sound, and I know probably you're gonna be like, shut up, pussy, you know, but like,
well, I could go in a deep dive into like, that's your ego and you gotta let the ego go and blah blah blah.
The wife said the same thing. I know.
I mean literally, like, I mean, you know all about meditation and fucking, you know, the ego being the big self and the little self. You know all about that shit. You know that what you do is not in any way who you are.
Yeah.
So like I don't have to go into all that. You already know all that shit. But I will say that I do feel like the biggest mistake you're making is you're really fucking reaching. You're jumping to a conclusion way too early. You haven't got checked out by a single person, and you're like, it's over. It's over.
I know, but I did ask my doctor about it before, and he told me I'm just getting old, but I have to just deal with this.
Yes.
So first off, my doctor's not right.
Okay.
There's people way past my age that are doing way more shit than that. So
that's true. That's true. Did those people put on 40 pounds in the past year?
I've been shredded. I've been. Calm down, son. I had this back pain when I was I had the same exact pain when I had a 6-pack.
Okay.
So,
okay. All right. I didn't know. I mean, listen, I know that
if you
when I
listen
put
to
on
the
weight,
story,
if I put on 20, well, I did. I just didn't remember that was that long ago, the 500 squat challenge.
Yeah, it was when we were going hard.
But I was just thinking about how like your hip really flared up when like after you gained weight and then tried running again in the same manner as you used to. So I'm like, oh, maybe this is a contributing factor as well. Like you got.
It might be, but like even when I was in shape, my lower back was giving me shit because it was like, but I wasn't powerlifting or doing deadlifts or squats at all. So it's like I didn't really notice it.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like I could if I had to skip the fucking reverse hyper and just started squatting and built to a max, I think I would have got away with it fine. But that conditioning work is, you know, that's your bread and butter when you're in the early area of the training. You know, you got to be conditioned to be able to have the energy to put on that much training. Like your endurance is important. Your general physical preparedness is a huge factor of being able to lift heavy weights. You know, so like your muscle endurance is like adds to how much you can train. So that's gonna add to what you can and cannot do. So it's like, you know, I want to be a bad motherfucker. I mean, I am in you know, if I just did, you know, if I had just went in there, stretched out, started squatting, I probably would have been fine. But it's like doing a reverse hyper should not do that to my back. You know, doing multiple sets is I think that maybe like you know, I'm already like trying to think about how to work around this issue and be able to do things, but it's like I'm always gonna have this back problem if I don't fix it.
Yes, and I just think before you know get all poopy pants, you really need to just go talk to somebody that knows it. Not a family doctor, but you know, a specialist.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna call old Dr. D tomorrow and talk to him about getting a referral to a specialist, because he doesn't know. Like even he said like about my elbow, like, you know, don't lift heavy. I didn't lift weight heavy or anything hardly at all for a long time, and my elbow's still not better. It's better than it was, but it's not. You know, I feel it the next day anytime I pick up something that I want to pick up that's heavy. And he's going to tell me, just stop lifting like that.
Yeah,
you know?
Sure. Yeah.
But
you need a PT. You need to talk to a PT.
Yeah. He's a primary care physician. So he's going to tell me, you know, well, then don't do that, you know? But it's like, well, I'm not going to stop doing that. Yeah. So I need to talk to somebody that's gonna help me fix my shit, because it's like I do have like a lot of different joint issues, like my, you know, like, and I think I always forget that I've had a hip issue from fucking Taekwondo. I've had shoulder issues from swinging a sledgehammer when I was younger, you know. So it's like I forget that I forget that I had a cortisone shot in my shoulder before, you know. So it's like these problems aren't new. And it's all on my left side.
Well, maybe it'll turn out, man, that you'll go see a PT, and it kind of sucks to go through, I'm sure, but maybe you'll find out that it's the whole problem is you have some muscular imbalances. You know, it's like
that's probably
these muscles are working overtime. These ones are really weak because these other ones are taking over, or your posture, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, maybe one of my foot.
You know, all you got to do is train that shit. Yeah, maybe it'll just be this. Like the prescription will be train all these smaller muscles that your body neglects.
Like I'm still gonna lift weights. It's just irritating to not be able to do the things I want. Like reverse hyper saved my fucking upper back. I couldn't it fucking cracked that shit better than any chiropractor I ever had, and it was fixed up. You know what I mean? Like within a week I could deadlift without pain again, and it was fucking awesome. But you know, the lower back, and the hip, those are like, you know, at 40 or 39, you know, it's like those are things that, you know, do I want to power lift or do I want to fucking walk when I'm 60?
Yeah, maybe you'll have to get on that TRT, bro. Maybe that's all it is.
Maybe.
You know? Maybe you just get on that TRT and you'll be fucking jacked and tan. You're all fucking Rogan'd out shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I might just have to not, I might have to just bodybuild or whatever, like I might have to just do small joint workouts and do like press and set squats and just be jacked and not power lift, which if that's what the case is, then so be it. You know what I mean? I see a lot of dudes in my gyms that are super jacked, but they don't squat, they don't deadlift, they don't fucking,
Yeah.
Sure. If that's what it is, what it is, But
dude, did you see that? Did I send you that fucking psychopath who does all those weird ass lifts in his jeans?
Oh no, but I know who he is. JT something.
He goes by like Atlas Power Shrug.
Oh no. Jamie, pull that up. Hold on. I know, but maybe you did.
Shit, I think I sent it to you on Instagram. But he does all these weird fucking old-time strongman lifts, and he does it all in his jeans and some Vibrams outside, like, in a parking lot. He'll, like, put the bar behind his back and, like, rest it on his middle to lower back and squat it and shit. He does these weird-ass lifts, yeah. But apparently, those are, like, old-time strongman lifts, like.
Yeah, that's badass.
And yeah, he's amazing, and he like deadlifts one armed all the time. He does overhead lifts one armed and shit. It's crazy. It's a madman, and people should go check it out. It's Atlas Power Shrugged on Instagram.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll call my PCP tomorrow and talk to him. I know it's gonna be another like fucking $5,000 in hospital bills, but whatever.
Hopefully not. But I hope you just go see a PT and they prescribe some specific exercises. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, like a physical therapist? Yeah. That might be the thing.
Yeah. That might be the thing, man. I hope that's the thing for you, because it would be sad if like they were just like, oh, well, I mean, nothing we can do about it. Or like if they're like, oh, you slipped a disc or something like.
Well, yeah, and that's what my fear is, that I have like a herniated disc.
Yeah.
And
but even that's fixable, dude.
Yeah, but it won't fix itself if I don't, get some eyes on it.
Yes, absolutely. Go see a professional, bro.
Yeah, I know. It just pisses me
off. I believe you will be fine. I really do. I believe you'll be lifting heavy for years to come.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, and if I'm not, I'll just go bodybuilder mode and just do that, but that's not my love, But yeah, so let's get into the challenge while we're talking fitness.
Okay, all right. The challenge this week was calisthenics, and it was day 1, 100 push-ups, day 2, 100 squats, day 3, 100 ab movements of your choice.
Yeah.
And
I got them all minus 50 push-ups because I just forgot to do them.
Forgot to do 50. How'd you forget to do that?
Because I did 50 in one set the morning, and then that night I was like, I'll do the other 50 later today, and then I got stuck into watching Sandman, and I totally spaced it. And I woke up the next morning like, fuck, I have 50 push-ups. So, but everything else I got, so I did pretty good.
Well, you did better than me, dude. I'll tell you, I feel like shit on this one, because no excuses, goddamn. I basically didn't do the ab movements. I couldn't find my fucking ab roller, and I didn't want to do hanging leg raises, and my fucking push-ups. I don't know. I made all kinds of excuses this week, dude. I did my Murph workout, right? So I'm like, okay, well, this counts as 100 push-ups and 100 squats, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't supposed to be. I mean, the challenge was not get it all done in one day.
Yeah.
It was this day do this day do that. And so I should have done that because that's part of the consistency of it.
Yeah.
But what I did, so I did definitely do plenty of push-ups. I did like 300 or 400 push-ups this week, and I did like fucking 500 squats this week. But I didn't do them like prescribed, and I didn't do the goddamn abs. And I feel like I should have done the abs more than anything else because that's something that I neglect. I really need to fucking be doing abs on a regular basis.
The first day I did 50 decline sit-ups and then 50 leg raises, and then today I did 100 ab rollers.
Yeah,
so my abs are gonna be fucking wrecked tomorrow.
No fucking excuses. I know it's gonna fucking light a fire into my ass though to like start doing abs though again because I was like the whole time I was like, God damn, I need to get to those abs. I need to find that ab roller. I need to fucking And I could have done something else. I could have done hanging leg raises or just goddamn sit-ups.
Sit-ups suck.
They do. They fucking do.
That's the worst ab exercise. It's really actually not that great for you. It's actually like really bad on your back.
Yeah, well, crunches or reverse crunches or something. I should have done something. And I fucking did. So, yeah, I failed pretty miserably at that. I got a good week of workouts in, but they didn't have really anything to do with that challenge. And
I did train my dick off this week,
sorry, bro. Sorry.
My consistency in the gym has been great. Plus, we did a big hike. My nutrition was a little meh, but yeah, I ate a little too much. But except that big hike, we went and did Applebee's thing, and I smashed out. But I did get like 27,000 steps that day. So
well, I'm sorry, man. I'm still fucking pissed off, because last week I crushed the challenge, 12,000 every fucking day, and I'm like, all right, here we go, challenges, baby, gonna be fucking crushing them. Because when we first started this thing, we didn't miss fucking challenges, dude. We did not miss. The only thing we talked about was how quickly we completed the challenge. Like that was what we did on this podcast back when we started. And now it's like, oh, I didn't get this done. Oh, I didn't get that done. It's mostly on my part. And I was fucking frustrated with myself, dude. So, yeah. A sad day. Sad state of affairs. Challenges have become. I got to get to it. We're gonna come with I got to come with a good one tonight, huh?
Yeah. Do you have one? Or
I think no, but I'm about to put one together real fast, and it's gonna involve some abs.
It's gonna involve some abs. All right, I'm with it.
Yeah.
I got an ab and arm workout scheduled for Thursday with my with one of my coworkers. He's a little beast.
So with your back being fucked up, can you do abs?
I think I could,
with that?
Yeah, no, I think it'll be all right.
All right,
it's gonna be great. I'm confident that this is just this is something I got to work around.
I just want to make sure I don't want to do a challenge that's gonna be like you're like, dude, I couldn't do it because my back.
I think I just need to chill on like squats and deadlifts for now.
Okay. All right. Well, here we go then. I'll come up with a name for it later. When I post it, it'll have a name. But we're just going to do what we did with we've never done this one before, which I believe we have done the 50 push-ups a day challenge before. Like, I think we did that twice. But this one we have never done. A consistency ab challenge. So I want to do 50 ab movements of your choice every day.
Okay.
7 days. 50 a day.
Okay.
All right, can be crunches, reverse crunches, hanging leg raises.
Hey, I got a good name for it. It's called absolutely 50. Boom.
Absolutely 50. All right. Put it.
Let's get
I'll do it up.
All right, let's get it. Yeah, and I'm glad because when my kids just pulled the ab roller out and they've been running around the house with it, like riding it, like putting their hands on it and driving around the house.
Yeah,
so cool. So
being a little fucking transformer motorcycle.
Yeah, so even if I don't get to the gym, I can still bust out 50 ab rollers.
Oh yeah.
My abs are out of shape, so this shit's gonna hurt. Especially since I just did 100 ab rollers today, and then we're gonna do some more abs tomorrow. But it'll be all right.
It's only 50 though. 50.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
cool. We're about at the halfway point here, dude. Let's we both watched some shit this week.
Yeah. Okay, let me start with the shittiest thing I watched this week.
Okay.
Man of Wrath on Prime Video.
Man of Wrath.
Jason Statham, Guy Ritchie film.
Really?
Yes.
And it sucked, huh?
Okay, let me rephrase it. It was it's exactly what you'd expect.
Okay.
I love Jason Statham. Don't get me wrong, that's my dude.
Well, I love Guy Ritchie, and usually it's like dialogue heavy and really funny and fucking.
Yeah, well, it's So Jason Statham gets his job as a money, the money that brings truck, but it's a different name, but like a brings truck driver.
Yeah. Armored car. Yeah.
Yeah, but what you don't know is that he is actually like this badass mafia kind of dude who is also in on the robberies, but they do a robbery and they kill his kid and he gets his job and just
shit.
And he's just getting the job to catch whoever fucking killed his kid that's robbing these Brinks trucks. And they like do like this whole Pulp Fiction thing where it's like takes you back, takes you forward, takes you back, takes you to present, takes you back.
Yeah, but that's very Guy Ritchie. That's very Guy Ritchie.
It's good if you're just like, I want to see Jason Statham kill motherfuckers.
Okay.
But if you're looking for any like dialogue or anything, it's like just a very Guy Ritchie, Jason Statham movie. Like, it sounds like I'm knocking it because it wasn't that bad, but it was like, it's a movie I put on because I knew Kimberly wouldn't give a shit if I watched it without her. And she was asleep and I couldn't sleep, so I put it on and it's like, I was like, oh, I already know what's gonna happen. I know.
Well, like it's all right. You don't have to like it. Fuck it. You like so much stuff that nobody else likes. You can give this one just fuck it.
I mean,
I didn't like it.
I will say this: if there was no streaming service and it was coming on cable, I'd watch it. Again, okay. I'll put it like that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So bigger and better things. We did
high praise. All right.
We did the Marvel Plus podcast about She-Hulk, so we won't talk about it here. But go watch. You can watch it on Patreon, the video version.
Yes, you can for $1 a month. $1 fucking dollar. Ain't shit.
Man.
$1 a month. You can watch the video version of me and Jesse. And I'll tell you what. If you like Long Lost Brothers, you'll like this episode, even if you don't like the rest of Marvel Plus, because I feel like it was very much like our episode was very much like the Long Lost Brothers doing a Marvel podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
It got kind of raunchy. We used profanities were flying. You made a comment about Captain America being a pedophile in an alternate universe. Like, it was very.
I forgot about that. That's funny.
We were talking about. Talking about
universe. All things are possible.
Yes, and we were talking about swiping right on She-Hulk.
Oh, yeah.
And
I would.
It was a good comedic, fun, very Long Lost Brothers episode of Marvel Plus. So if you guys enjoy this, you'll probably enjoy that. We talked about the first episode of She-Hulk, in detail for an hour. So go check that out if you're interested in our thoughts on that.
Yes, please.
All right.
Please.
What else?
Please watch that. Oh, it's Sandman. I finally watched it. Caught it all. I'll watch the whole thing. That shit was great.
I loved it, dude. Did you watch the episode 11, like the bonus episode?
With the cat and Calliope and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah. all I was thinking about the whole cat thing. I was like, imagine watching this on shrooms.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, would be.
My daughter loves like cats and dogs, anything with cats or dogs. And I was like, at first I was like, I should show her this. She'd love this. And then it got like a little into it. I was like, oh, no. I shouldn't show her this.
Yeah.
Like when they fucking threw the cats in the fucking pond, I was like, oh.
Okay, I have 2 cats. And I love one of them dearly. But the other one, that morning, okay, so we were out of town and I forgot to buy cat food, so the cats were super hungry. And we were watching Sandman. I didn't want to get out of bed, but I was like, all right, man, you gotta go get them cat food. These are you take care of these animals. Don't be a piece of shit. Go get them cat food. So I went, hopped my ass in the car, my PJs, went and grabbed some cat food, and I see I have a Siamese. The new information came. She's a Bengal too. She's part Bengal. So I was like, why is this fucking cat so big? Right? But so it turns out my Siamese is part Bengal. And she doesn't purr, which is really weird. Like, what the fuck kind of cat doesn't purr? So anyway, she's in the kitchen window. So I go to gently pick her up like a loving father and take her to her food. This fucking cunt has split my goddamn finger open with her fucking heel claw. Yeah. I even posted on my Snapchat. I was like, you see me yelling at my fucking cat like a grown man, mind your business. I was super mad, dude. Yeah. My whole finger just split open. Like, she dug deep, bro. I was bleeding hella. So anyway, back to Sandman. That show is badass. And hey, you know what thing about? Remember I told you when I were texting, I said there's so many gay characters in this. This is very much a woke Warner Brothers thing, right?
Yeah, a lot of gay characters in it. Yeah.
Okay, but I want to retract my thoughts on that.
Okay.
What if those are just the people that the dreams and what if these people have more like dream power because they have, they're hiding these things, because a lot of them were like not. What if these are the people that dream harder than they attract these people, these entities,
Huh.
That's what I'm thinking about. What if, like how the spoiler alert. What if the Corinthian, how he's gay?
I'm not sure he's gay. I just think that he doesn't give a fuck.
That's how I saw it. But everybody that I seen him victimized was a homosexual.
Okay.
So I would assume that he uses his homosexual charm. I don't mean that in a bad way, but like he charms homosexuals and then steals their eyes and information. The only person that he killed, two people he killed that were not homosexuals was out of necessity to gain information. And then he just straight slept with Rose Walker's fucking boyfriend or house sitter and didn't kill him.
Yeah. Didn't kill him.
Just fucked him.
Yeah.
So I feel like, and then like in the episode where everybody's like trapped in that fucking the diner.
That was a great episode.
That is. It's very Hitchcocky.
Yeah. It's really good.
Everybody was just letting out their inner freak.
Yep.
And and I feel like Bette, like she's not outright gay, but she has some repressed bisexual tendencies, and she opened that up to homegirl, and that dude's super repressed. He fucking got that big cheeseburger. I'm so hungry. My mouth watered talking about that cheeseburger. It looks so good. And he's eating it, looking at her like fuck you, and then went and fucked the cook. Who, told his vet that, he was fucking her son instead of her. And, there's a lot of homosexuality, but I think like, what if these people's lifestyle and the stigma around their lifestyle, makes them be more susceptible to these encounters. And and there's just a thought I had earlier today. I was like, am I being like a fucking homophobe, man? Because I'm 100% not homophobic at all. Like one of my best, one of my closest friends is gay. Like I don't care who you fucks me come. I've had a ton of homosexual friends, lesbian friends. Like I don't care at all. Like that is not even an issue to me. As long as you're respectful to me and how I feel about like our interactions. Like as long as you know that I'm not gay and you're not trying to push that on me or take advantage. I don't care, and I wouldn't even get violent about it. I'd just say like, hey, I'm not into this, and I would just appreciate it. Stop.
Yeah, I get it, and I don't even like. The thing is like I feel the same way, but a lot of times I watch shows, and if it's like overly, like if like half the characters in the show are gay, sometimes it bothers me. It's just because it doesn't reflect reality, like at all. It's like
it's like this. It's like
come on.
Yeah, well, that's where I got with the Arrowverse. I'm like, every superhero is gay.
Yeah, but what was crazy about Sandman is it was so fucking good that like when you first said that, when you're like, I think there's a lot of like homosexuals in the show, and I was like, was there?
You didn't even notice because the story is so
right.
It's captivating.
It was so fun. I was so into every episode of that, dude. And like that in the end, when you said something about, I was like, I guess there was. Like I had to go back and count, but once I counted it up, I was like, holy shit, you're right though. Like, I mean, it was like more than half of the intimate relationships in that show were same sex. And I was like, whoa, I didn't even realize it was so goddamn, the story was so good that I didn't feel like, oh, they're pushing this or anything. Like, didn't feel like that at all. I felt like, whatever. It didn't even matter. It didn't even matter if people were gay, straight, fucking black or white. It literally, the story was so good that everything was interchangeable.
Yeah.
Like you could have made that an all black cast, same fucking feels. You could have made that an all gay cast, same feels. I would have got the same thing from it.
Yeah, like and sometimes like, and I like that Lucifer was a woman. I enjoyed that. It's like, oh, Lucifer's an old lady. This is kind of cool. This is a whole different take.
Desire was a trans man.
Yeah, but I feel like I feel like that's fitting though, because it's just anything that you want I can offer. Oh, you like women? Well, I can be more feminine. You like dudes? I can be more masculine. I mean, she had like a fucking devil horns and a wagging tail in the last scene that she was in, or they were in.
Yes.
So I feel like
it worked really well, and especially with the fact that it was all about dreams.
Yeah,
and
so it makes
weren't regular beings; they were like gods.
Yeah, so it's like they could be anything.
Yeah, why would they only prefer
to any social boundary?
Only.
Human
boundaries, right?
So earlier, like initially watching it, my cynical brain's like, oh, here we go, WB coming through with the fucking. Pushing homosexuality over the top as they do in most superhero shows.
Yeah.
And which and I'm not on that. I don't like it being pushed on me and stuff. I don't care. But when you're just doing it for the sake of doing it,
if it takes over the story, it's a problem.
But they didn't in this show at all. Not at all.
No, not at all. Whereas in the Arrowverse, sometimes it would. It's like, but can we get on with the fucking superhero story? But like.
Yeah, like, come on, I'm trying to see fucking where's fucking Deathstroke? What the fuck's going on?
Yes.
Especially when it's pre-established stories, but I know nothing about Sandman. So for me, it's just like, this is my first fucking glimpse of this in this universe. I'm into it. Like, I don't give a fuck if they make fucking Sandman gay. Like, cool. He looks gay. No offense, but he
looks gay.
Like he looked like he looked like he
looked effeminate. He had soft features. Yeah.
He ain't afraid of a good pegging.
No, he is not.
Yeah. So I know that I came off like a little kind of like the whole homophobe. I felt like a homophobe after saying that a little bit, because once I finished the show, when I said that, I was about halfway through, and I was like, no, this really actually fits the storyline, because, like, especially with the drag queen, it's like it showed the whole duality and his inner struggle, and it's like this is what is going on in his dreams, and it's like oh, that actually made it more powerful.
Yeah, and to be honest, it
lended itself to the story
at all.
No, it lended itself to the story.
Yes.
So I changed my tune, my internal dialogue changed, and maybe that's just growth within. But I feel like that show is just powerful enough that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
I don't even know though. I don't even know what other people are saying about it. I don't know what critics are saying. I haven't seen many people talking about it, but I just know I fucking loved it. And I've never read the fucking comic book because I tried and I just couldn't get through the first trade. I was like, it's too dense. I don't know. I'm not getting it. Like, I don't care to keep reading. And maybe I just didn't read long enough, whatever. But this show had me from fucking episode 1.
Yeah, no, I was into it. Like, it took me a minute to get back to it. Just because I just haven't, I've been in kind of a mindset. It's been hard for me to watch shows in general to stay focused. Yeah. I'm having some kind of like mental health thing where it's like hard for me to like focus in on watching this show. But it didn't, that was not a problem this weekend. We fucking laid in bed and we watched fucking Sandman all goddamn day.
Yeah, great show. Great show.
We didn't have no kids. We woke up super early and I was like, let's knock out the Sandman, dude. I was like, I've been wanting to watch this. Like, and Kimberly's like, yeah, let's do that. I still haven't finished Lock and Key. It's good, but it's kind of doing that Hemlock Grove thing where season 3 is getting a little bit. Kimberly's still super on board, but they brought back the villain that they're doing kind of a Flash fucking Hemlock Grove thing where it's starting to get really weird, like overly weird, and they're bringing back villains they thought were dead, and so it's like, I don't know. I will watch the season through to see what happens, but it ain't no Stranger Things. I'll say that right now. But it is good. The first 2 seasons are fucking great. But I think they recast one of the actors. It's kind of tripping out.
So, what did you think of House of the Dragon?
Ooh, that shit goes fucking hard, dude.
Yeah, dude.
So
Game of Thrones is back, son.
Yeah. So Daemon Targaryen. Do you know what else he played in?
No. School.
Motherfucking Morpheus, son. He's
what?
Lucius. Lucius. He's the bad guy in Morpheus.
In Morpheus?
Oh fuck, not Morpheus. Morbius. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Morpheus. Right, yeah. Morpheus is Sandman's name. That's how I got to that.
Yes.
That slip of the tongue there.
Yes. Morbius. Okay. Well, I still have not seen Morbius, so.
And I might be tripping, but I watched the trailer of the new Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Yes.
And I think he's in that motherfucker too, bro.
So, guy in Lord of the Rings, the new Lord of the Rings, is in something else that I watch just recently.
Hold on.
Oh, that dude. You know Steve from Stranger Things?
Yeah.
He's in that Lord of the Rings show.
Wait, what? Steve's in it?
Yes. Good. Yes, he is. It's crazy. Next time you watch the trailer for that, keep an eye out for him. He looks different because he looks like he's like an elf and he's very like soft featured and stuff. But it's him. For sure him. He has like lighter colored hair.
You know the only thing that made me laugh on the House of the Dragons?
What?
I don't want to. Okay, I can't even preface it with what I want to say. It was the dude with the white dreads, the black dude with the white dreads. It's like, can't you just have normal dreads? This motherfucker a member of parliament and shit. Where's he going?
Yeah. No, I thought it was a good first episode, man. Like, I'm glad to be back in that world. And I hope that they learn from Game of Thrones. Just that, because I mean, a lot of people were not happy with how they ended it. It just wasn't.
Yeah, it
wasn't Game of Thronesy. It wrapped up a little too like nicely, nice little bow, happy ending. I was like, what?
Yeah. I can't remember her name because I've only watched one episode, but the new protagonist is badass. She's gonna be fucking dope.
Basically, the
she's like baby. What's her
Daenerys.
name? Yeah. She's gonna. Yeah, and then you see what's gonna happen is the king. Hey, did you notice that he keeps getting all these swords from the fucking and cuts and shit from the Iron Throne?
Yes.
And Damon was in there. Do you think he's poisoning the king?
It's very possible something's going on. Like, I thought about that. Like, something from the throne is like wounding him in a way that it won't heal. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's interesting, man. They only mentioned that part for like 1 second about him having that wound that wouldn't heal.
Yeah.
So they didn't come back to it yet. So like but oh man, how brutal was the fucking and I feel like it kind of was too like a commentary on present day politics. But you know, the just fucking ripping that baby out of that woman.
Yeah, that was brutal, dude.
Oh, rough.
And
my wife, guys, spoilers like a motherfucker. Okay, I'm sorry.
My wife had 3 C-sections, you know, and
yes.
Oh, dude, her palm was sweating and she was grabbing my hand. I cringed. I got to look away for a sec. Like, that was intense, dude. And how did you watch the little director's part after?
No.
They said that they timed that with the battle scene to reflect that line where she says we're targeting women and childbirth is our battlefield.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, they did have that going at the same time, and it was both very, very violent. And but it was like it was fucking hard to watch, dude, because it wasn't even the fact that they did what they did. It was that they did it. I could have almost seen if the queen would have given her consent to that, like I want the baby to live or whatever for the realm or whatever.
Yeah, but like, the king made
they didn't ask her shit. Yeah, he just made the fucking decision. Didn't even tell her what was happening. They just ripped the baby out, and then the fucking baby dies anyway.
Oh yeah, that was super sad.
That's so crazy, but that's what you get, motherfucker. Like you do that so you can have your heir. Well, now you don't get your heir either.
Yeah.
So, and then that dude sending his daughter to comfort the king. Oh man, it's very Game of Thrones type shit, though. I love it. I love how dark it gets.
Yeah, me too. And it set the first episode really set the tone for the season. So you know, they showed the players, they set up the division. I'm wondering if the Gold Guard is gonna ride with Damon, the city guard.
Right. I think they likely will. That'll be his army.
Yeah, and they're setting up a precipice for him to attack and try to conquer and take back the throne.
Yeah. I think he's gonna attempt a coup. Yeah, and take over. I really do. And there'll be plenty of people to back him because they don't want the first ever queen of the realm.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You see how much respect they have for women. The fucking first episode. So,
yeah, little and none.
Yeah. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for it to keep going. I'm excited for the fucking season. And I hope, like I said, I hope it's on par with, you know, all the best of Game of Thrones. I hope they continue with that.
I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it's gonna be great.
All right. What else? Did we fucking watch anything else? That was most of it, I think, right there.
I think that's about what I watched this week. Yeah, I pounding through the Sandman. I felt I felt completed with that, to be honest. Super happy about that. Yeah. I'm super pumped about House of Dragons. I'm pumped about this next episode of She-Hulk. That comes out Thursday or Friday?
Thursday.
All right, so Thursday, yeah, that'll be a good night. I'm going to train arms and abs on one of my coworkers. Then I'll watch me some She-Hulk. Still can't get Mrs. Cole to watch She-Hulk, but I'm like, babe, you're going to like it once you watch it. I'm telling you. So I
female hero, dude. Come on.
Yeah, but I do know that they have pushed down the Hulk a lot.
Yeah. True.
Like he didn't stop the Jeep, but before he busted a cop car in half to use it as fucking gauntlets to beat up fucking what's his fucking the Ed Norton that we said we liked better.
Abomination. Yeah.
Abomination. Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of a soft little bitch now, man. I don't know if they ever should have made him into Smart Hulk.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I continue to be a real making motherfucker. I don't know why. It's just something I'm into right now, man, because I can edit. Most of my shit I don't edit anymore. You know what I mean? Videos and stuff like that. I don't do a whole lot of editing like I used to back in the fitness days. But now I'm getting a kick out of editing little, 40-second to 1 minute videos.
Yeah, I've been seeing you're the real master now.
Fucking real master. The real master.
You should save them because before you post you can hit save. Save them and send them to me, and I'll put them on the LLB page.
Oh shit! Okay, the fitness ones. All right. One thing I did do today that I also made into a reel. I don't know if you saw it, but this kind of sucks. But my kids' school teachers are on strike right now.
Oh yeah.
So they're not going back to school. They're supposed to be going back tomorrow, but their teachers are on strike. But they're on strike for a very good fucking reason, and we're like very supportive of what they're doing because our inner city schools, like not the ones my kids go to, but the one that a lot of inner city kids go to, are like fucked up, dude. They're like got leaky roofs and fucking mold and roaches and
that's fucked up.
Goddamn, they don't have heat in the winter and they don't have air conditioning on the hot days.
Especially as cold as it gets where you live, man. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So that's what they do. Basically, if it gets like below zero, they just cancel school. Like that's how fucked up it is. They're like, wow, we can't even heat this building enough for these kids. So imagine the days they don't can when it's like 40 degrees, 30 degrees outside, and it's like 50 in the building. They're wearing coats and shit. So anyway, that's what the teachers are on strike for. They just want their fucking shit fixed. They want their buildings fixed for the students and for themselves. And the gay ass school board is in fucking playing ball. So we went down and joined the picket line today for a couple hours and walked with the teachers. So that was kind of cool, like giving the kids a little taste of like, unionization and workers' rights and peaceful protest and all that. So it was a lot of fun, man.
That's what's up. I'm into that.
I'm not looking forward to not having my kids in school, though. We've been fucking waiting. Like with the year of COVID and all that shit, goddamn, man. Can my kids just go to goddamn school like normal? It's outrageous. I just want to be able to hang out with my wife for a little bit without the kids. Just every once in a while, man.
Right. I know, like, we didn't have the kids this weekend, and we very much took advantage of having some mom and daddy time. It was needed. We went on a big hike. We went on a little road trip.
It's necessary, dude. It's necessary.
Yeah, super necessary.
It really is.
You need
we
that.
haven't gotten it really since 2019. Back in 2019, we were getting to a nice sweet spot. All our kids were finally in school, and every week we were going to the movies, going out to lunch, fucking hanging out. And ever since COVID, it's like, no, you don't get no alone time. So
yeah,
I hope they solve this shit. I hope the stupid ass school board agrees to this shit, fixes the damn schools, and lets our kids go back to school.
I've noticed one thing. I've seen a lot of these. The school board eventually will make concessions.
Yeah.
There's going to be so much fucking backlash if they don't.
Oh, they've got so much support. It's ridiculous. Like, sometimes teachers, sometimes they don't have as much support because it's like, oh, these teachers, they just want more money, blah, blah, blah. This is kind of a different story, and everybody's behind them. It's like 90% of people support the teachers. So
yeah,
it's good shit. It's good shit. I hope they get some shit done. I really do. And they were super appreciative of us coming down there and like, you know, picketing with them and shit. So that was fun.
Yeah, that's what's up, dude. All right. Well, I don't got anything else. Do you?
No, I think we covered a lot in this episode, dude. It's
Okay.
all good. Let's wrap it up.
All right, brother. Well, go buy you a damn Marvel Plus t-shirt, you fucking bums. And,
yeah, man, support the show. Support your boy.
I mean, it's just a dope shirt in general.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, fuck. I'm gonna get me one come payday. Fuck that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, dude. Fucking follow Long Lost Brothers on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. Follow me on YouTube, Daily BS, and on Instagram at Rick Brett Scott. Follow Jesse at The Jesse Show.
Yeah, I got 2 Brotherly Love episodes up. We tried to do one Sunday, but Rusty kind of shit the bed. So we will get another one up this week, and come check that out. I haven't done the actual Jesse Show in quite some time, but I think I figured out
that's on the Jesse Show YouTube channel, right? So they can just search Jesse. I mean, I don't know how they do it.
Search the Jesse Show Brotherly Love. It'll pop right up.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right, man.
I'll
talk to you next week, my dude.
Yes, sir. 50. Don't forget 50 ab movements all week. Let's get it. Let's be consistent. I'm gonna fucking text you, hound you, call you a pussy if you don't get it done.
Yes, I like that.
All right. Because I feel like I wish that I had all of our followers' emails or phone numbers, Snapchats.
Yes.
I would just text them. Are you doing your abs? Did you do your abs today?
Send us your email so we can fucking hound your ass.
Yeah, or we can post a video of you busting some sit-ups and put hashtag LLB challenges.
That's it. That's it.
All right, man. All right, we're out.
All right, later.